welcome to another Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union broadcast of Lumberjack basketball. Join us as we bring you the action live from the court with Tim Parrish. We want to take a moment to thank all of our Lumberjack sports sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Now for the countdown to tip-off with Tim Parrish, and go Lumberjacks! And welcome, Lumberjack fans. Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School, home of the Freeman Scotties, and the site of the Greg Larson tournament. Been a few years, but the Lumberjacks are back here to take part in this tournament. I didn't go back and check, but it's been 3 or 4 years, I think, since St. Mary's has played in this tournament. And today, the Lumberjacks will be taking on the Scotties of Freeman in the tournament. According to the schedule, the Lumberjacks will be the home team on the scoreboard tonight. And, looking for a good cross-border battle between a couple of pretty solid teams in the boys basketball world, as the Scotties no slouch, and they are on a pretty good start to their season. We'll let you know all about them as the night goes on. But right now, we will take a quick break, and then we'll come back with our senior spotlight, which features JJ Year Out.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch, breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. When you think of Potlatch-Deltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about Potlatch-Deltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, Potlatch-Deltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. Potlatch-Deltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, Potlatch-Deltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank Potlatch-Deltic for what they do and hope that you will also. Potlatch-Deltic, proud supporters of, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
Message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24-plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
And it's time for our senior spotlight. And today's senior is JJ Year Out. We want to thank you for talking to us, JJ.
Yes, thank you for talking to me.
So let's get things going. What sports do you
I play basketball, as you can see. I also do track. I'm a very fast runner, so I like doing that stuff too.
Which sport is your favorite one and why?
I definitely say that basketball is my favorite sport. I just love the flow of the game. Love how basketball I just love seeing a basketball go through the net. That's definitely my favorite thing.
What has playing sports taught you?
Playing sports has definitely taught me like how to get along with teammates. It's also showed me how much like competition is out there. Like I've traveled definitely a lot of places and seen there's a lot of competition in this world. So you really gotta be pushing this out.
What's your favorite thing about playing sports?
My favorite thing about playing sports is definitely the competition. I just love really getting one-on-one with everybody. Sometimes like talking trash a little bit. So
What's one of your least favorite things about sports?
my least favorite thing is definitely losing games. That mental state definitely sucks. Like it's always better to win a game. In track, I just hate losing matches. Like going through, running, getting second place, always the worst feeling to be the first loser.
Do you have a favorite pro sports team or player?
My favorite sports team for football, I'm definitely an Eagles fan. We got a lot of Bama players that go there, and Devonta Smith would definitely be my favorite player, winning Heisman. Yeah, he's definitely a hell of a player, that's for sure.
What are your goals this year on and off the field or the court?
My goals this year, I'm definitely looking to go down and win state. That'd be amazing. We lost our streak last year for our state titles and stuff like that. So I'm definitely wanting to push for that district title, get back in the game. We're coming back hungry this year.
What about school goals?
School goals. I'm not really sure. Like, I guess that just kind of depends on how it's going on the day, I guess.
We're talking with JJ Yearout for our senior spotlight. We'll take a quick break and be back with more. Janelle Martin Holmes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy with services like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. That's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in Park, right?
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those lumberjacks.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Call Vince for a free consultation at 208-269-3111. That's 208-269-3111. Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, You can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!" And we're here. It's our senior spotlight. We've got JJ Yearout. JJ, what are your plans after high school?
Plans after high school, I'm definitely going to play college basketball at a higher level. I love watching that. I definitely want to be a part of that someday.
Where would you like to play?
It kind of depends. Like, I'm really big on trying to stay home. I don't know. I've been talking to a few coaches. Kind of just depends on the flow. Yeah, I definitely want to stay close to home. That'd be really nice.
What is your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school is definitely would be welding. I'm really big on that. I love fabricating stuff, making stuff. It's just my thing now. So.
Who's someone that you look up to?
I really look up to my grandpa. He's been there since day one. Never really had a father figure in the picture, so he's definitely stepped up and done that for me.
Do your teams have a nickname for you?
They just call me JJ. My real name's Jordan, so JJ is definitely just a nickname for me.
Now I learned something about you.
Exactly.
What is your most memorable moment?
My most memorable moment would definitely be going down to state my freshman year, getting third place. Yeah, it kind of sucked that second game that we played, but man, it was really fun being with all the seniors and getting there last year. And that's all I got for that. But if we go back in days, when I was a little guy, I'd definitely going and win one, being coached by my grandpa and my mom. That was the funnest time of my life playing basketball when I was little.
Who would you like to thank?
I'd love to thank all my coaches, especially my travel coaches, Coach McLeod. I like to thank my grandpa, my mom, everybody that's paid for everything for me going sports, playing, traveling, all that kind of stuff. I'd like to thank pretty much everybody in my school. Peen, he's definitely pushed through opening the gym and stuff like that, even when my coaches can't open it. But yeah, I'd say I think a lot of people. I know I'm missing some, but I definitely will show that a lot more on senior night.
All right, JJ. Well, we want to wish you good luck in the rest of your high school career and beyond. And again, thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thanks for talking to me.
This has been our senior spotlight with JJ Yearout. We'll take another break and come back with more after this.
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the hot deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Buell Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Buell Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Buell Trucking.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benawah, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School, home of the Scotties, as your Lumberjacks get set to do battle with the Scotties in a non-league cross-border battle. Ironically enough, tonight, the Lumberjacks are the home team in the Scotties gymnasium. So just an interesting twist on the matchup, I guess. But ought to be a good game here tonight, as we did learn that the JV squad got a win tonight over the team they played, which I think it was Freeman JV. So congratulations to the JV boys as they went 1-1 here at this tournament this weekend. So this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip-off. And let's take a quick look. There's been a couple of changes in the standings in the Central Idaho League. The Orofino Maniacs had a game last night. They now are 2-0 in league play, 5-0 overall. They beat the Grangeville Bulldogs in Grangeville by a score of 63-37. I did not mark down where Orofino is playing next. I forgot to do so. The Priest River Spartans with a 1-0 league record. They are 2-4 overall, however. They did lose 77-26 to the Sandpoint Bulldogs. Their next game will be hosting the Sandpoint Bulldogs. As we all know, St. Mary's came within 10 points of beating Sandpoint. The Lumberjacks have not played a league game yet, but the Lumberjacks are on a 3-game win streak, 3-1 on the season. They beat the Liberty Lancers last night here in Freeman by a score of 71-56. The next game for the boys will be on the 6th of January, hosting the Kellogg Wildcats. Speaking of the Wildcats, they are 0-1 in league play, 2-3 overall. They lost 56-52 to the Maniacs. They will be playing Lewiston on the 29th at the Avista Holiday Tournament. And the Grangeville Bulldogs, 0-1 in league, 0-5 overall, lost 63-37 to Orofino. They will be at McCall Donnelly on today. So that is a look at your Central Idaho League standings. Let's take a break, come back and look at the power rankings and the coaches' polls when we return. For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. The name says it all. Taco About It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. Might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco About It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from XXX Feeds. Taco About It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533. Or just stop by. Talk About It, located across the street from XXX Feeds in St. Mary's. When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community, Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks.
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue in St. Mary's.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oaks at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oaks a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255.
Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School, home of the Freeman Scotties. Lumberjacks doing battle with them here this afternoon. St. Mary's supposed to be the home team, I do believe. The scoreboard, well, I'll have to wait. They got two different scoreboards in here. They got one that's fully electronic and LED scoreboard, and they've got the other one that's their original scoreboard. And obviously, I won't know who they are going to say is the home team when this gets going. St. Mary's is in their home uniforms, so that leads me to believe that they're at least in the right jerseys. As far as I know, St. Mary's supposed to be the home team here in this matchup. Taking a look at the power rankings early on, these are only the Idaho Sports Power Rankings and the coaches poll. We don't have media polls yet. And Max Preps rankings, probably looking at next week or so before we start getting those Max Preps rankings. But the Idaho Sports Power Ranking, the top 5, no CIL teams in the top 5 just yet. New Plymouth, West Jefferson, Wendell, Westside, and Melba are the top in that power ranking. In the coaches poll, well, we've got Wendell, New Plymouth, Ambrose, and Malad in the top 4. And we've got 3 teams tied for 5th. And 2 of those teams are Central Idaho League teams. Orofino and St. Mary's and the North Fremont Huskies all tied for that number 5 spot in the coaches poll. So interesting there. St. Mary's, they win this game and they won last night. If they can get the win tonight against a tough Freeman team, that could make some movements for them, not only in the coaches poll, but in the power rankings. And although I hear that the Max Preps rankings don't really give you as much of a benefit going across the border in your Max Preps rankings, I still think that it's not going to hurt St. Mary's if they can get 2 wins here this weekend in this Freeman tournament. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens next week as far as those rankings if they come out next week in Max Preps. We're going to take another break. We'll come back and take a look around the area in high school sports. This is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union Countdown to tip-off live from Freeman High School right here on 1240 KOFE AM and on our YouTube channel.
Fall is coming and, of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some 4-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
It's the kid in grade school who paints her face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
St. Joe Oil isn't just a fuel delivery company. They provide a much larger service than most people realize. St. Joe Oil can sell you a brand new Toyo oil stove and install it for you. and also keep your oil tank full. Not only that, St. Joe Oil plays a very critical role in our local industries. From logging to farming, St. Joe Oil keeps the fuel tanks full. From heating oil to off-road diesel and everything in between, call St. Joe Oil 208-245-2123. That's 208-245-2123. St. Joe Oil.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's.
Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School. Lumberjacks of St. Mary's and the Freeman Scotties getting ready to do battle here at the Greg Larson tournament. And this is the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off. Taking a look at the area sports going on. And of course, the girls have been idle. They haven't done much since their last game. They were supposed to play Wallace last week on Thursday, but we all know that the weather had other plans for that. So a little update, though, recap on the girls' season. 0-3 in league play, 0-5 overall. Their last game was against the Priest River Spartans. They lost that game 37-28. They will be hosting the Kellogg Wildcats on Monday in St. Mary's. Varsity, or the wrestling team, they are just about, I think, finished up at the Tri-State tournament, and that is one of the biggest tournaments that they play in all year long with, I looked at it yesterday, there's probably over 60 schools competing at that tournament. And the Lumberjacks, being from a smaller school, they still finished pretty well. Aiden, you're out, finished with a fourth place, had a fourth place finish at Tri-State. He won his first 3 matches, I think it was yesterday, and then got into the upper echelon of the wrestlers there and ended up finishing 4th. So congratulations, Aiden. Kelby Harvey, he fell in the consolation quarterfinals after a great tournament. And let's see, Zach David, I haven't seen any updates on him yet, but he is was in the Tri-State finals. So I have not seen an update on where he finished. Oh, there it is. Zach David is the Tri-State runner-up. So congratulations to Zach David on that one. And again, just as I thought I seen a post earlier that showed how many teams were at this tournament, but there was a lot of them, and I'm not finding that post today. So we will just skip that out. But there was, I think, over 50, 60 teams at that tournament, being that it is, of course, a tri-state tournament. My assumption is, I'm not sure if it's probably Washington, Idaho, and maybe Oregon. I'm not sure. Anyways, let's take a look now at the Lakeside Knights going down into the Plummer-Worley area. The Lakeside boys are 2-0 in league play, 4-0 overall. They beat Gen Prep in their last game, 110-17, and they had a couple of games postponed due to weather. They will be at the Well Pennant tournament on January 2nd and 3rd, so good luck to them. The Lakeside girls, they were competing in this tournament. They played last night. They are 2-0 on the season in league play, 5-3 overall. They lost to Freeman last night by a score of 74-47. And they were supposed to play Liberty today, but I'm hearing that they actually did not have their varsity squad here for that. The Kootenai boys, they are 0-0 in league play, 1-3 overall. They did lose to Kootenai Classical Academy 43-41 in their last game. They'll be hosting Post Falls C Team on January the 8th. The girls for Kootenai are 0-0 in league play, 1-2 overall. They beat Kootenai Classical Academy 71-13 in their last game. They will be hosting the Lumberjacks on the 6th of January. That's a look at high school sports around the area. Let's take another break and come back with more of the Potlatch #1 Federal Credit Union countdown to tip off after a word from our sponsors. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. There's a new shop on Main Street in St. Mary's. It's a gift shop. It's a home decor shop. It's a jewelry shop. It's a shop of bare necessities. Bare Necessities Trading Company is located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's and has just about anything you could think of. From rocks and minerals to specialty foods, knives, and handcrafted soaps and lotions, there really is too much to list. So stop by at Bare Necessities Trading Company today and pick up a gift, something new for your house, or a cup of coffee. That's Bare Necessities Trading Company, located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's. It's the 12 Deals of Christmas at the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. And the savings are big, like 40% off all Columbia and 40% off all camo. Whether you're starting or finishing your Christmas shopping, you'll find gifts, gear, and stocking stuffers for everyone on your list. Plus, tons of in-store specials you'll have to see to believe. Come check out the selection and the prices. You won't be disappointed. The Country Fair right on Main Street in St. Mary's. When you gotta go, make sure you're good to go with St. Joe Potty Huts. From construction sites to community events, weddings to weekend gatherings, St. Joe Potty Huts keeps it clean, convenient, and odor-free. Local, dependable, and fast. Your restroom solution is just a call away at 208-245-4887. For clean units, quick delivery, and service you can count on, choose St. Joe Potty Huts, serving St. Mary's and the St. Joe Valley. Call 208-245-4887 and keep your event running smoothly. Yeah, we are back. This is Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School as we got about just under 10 minutes on the clock before this thing gets underway. The Lumberjacks taking on the Freeman Scotties. We want to remind you that you are invited to our annual, not our necessarily, but this is the Glitter Den. They are having a Christmas shopping event this Sunday, which is tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Glitter Den, 108 North 8th Street. They're going to have sales, prizes, drinks, and vendors. If you would like to be a vendor, let me see here. I got some more information in here. If you'd like to be a vendor, contact Ananda Greaser or contact whoever might be at the Glitter Den today. They might be able to help you out. But there's going to be a Christmas shopping event at the Glitter Den on Sunday, tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Now, let's recap yesterday's game with the Lumberjacks and the Liberty Lancers. St. Mary's got out to an early lead in that game. They outscored Liberty 18-8 in the first period of play. Liberty tried to make a run in the second quarter, but St. Mary's was able to match them and keep the lead as it was a wild, high-scoring second period. 25 points for the Lumberjacks, 22 for the Lancers. You don't see that highest scoring games or one period of play very often. St. Mary's did do it twice, though, as the Lumberjacks outscored the Lancers 21-12 in the third period. And then in the end of the game, when the Lumberjacks started to shuffle in some of their younger guys, it was the Lancers outscoring St. Mary's 14-7 in the fourth period. St. Mary's came away, though, with the 71-56 win over Liberty. St. Mary's shot 55% from two-point range in that game, and I'm sure Coach Chase happy with the 83% from the charity stripe. St. Mary's also forced 14 turnovers, scored 10 points off those turnovers, and the Lumberjacks also had 8 points off the bench. Leading scoring, J.J. Yearout finished that game with 31 points on the day. Sloper had 16 points. Ribrick had 8 points. Jack Barta had 6 points to go with 6 rebounds. He also shot 67% from the charity stripe. Sloper was 80% from the charity stripe, 4 for 5. Isaiah Gustav had 4 points. Beekman, Harold, and Chatney each had 2 points apiece. On the season so far, St. Mary's averaging 58 points a game while giving up 53 points a game. St. Mary's right around 48% from two-point range, 27% from three-point range. I'm sure Coach Chase wants to see that three-point percentage number up higher. Overall field goal percentage is solid 40%, and that free throw percentage is rising. St. Mary's really hurt their free throw percentage with that first game against Sandpoint at 42%, but they have been since then, I think in the last 3 games, they were in the high 70s, and last game 83% from the charity stripe. So far on the season, they are 65% in the free throw shooting category. St. Mary's out rebounding their opponents by about 10 rebounds a game, 31-21. Foul side of things, St. Mary's averaging about 16, as is their opponents. Turnover side of thing, again, that first game hurt St. Mary's. They had 17 turnovers against Sandpoint. They are now down to 13 turnovers per game, and their opponents are averaging 16 turnovers per game. And again, the points off turnovers is 10, points off the bench per game is 8. And 11 steals per game and 8 assists per game for St. Mary's. So they're actually playing really well in this part of the season. I don't really have an update too much on the points per game. J.J. Yearout is, after last night's game, up to, I think, 20 to 21 points per game on average. And there's two or three other guys that are really close to the 10 point per game average here in only the 4th game of the year. Let's take a look real quick at these Freeman Scotties here in Freeman, Washington. They come into this matchup with a 5-2 overall record. They are 0-1 in league play. They beat Mount Vernon Christian the other night, 76-60. They are also undefeated at home. They're averaging 59 points per game and allowing about 52 points per game. They are without, I think, 2 of their starters tonight. One of them has looks like to be a cast on his wrist, his hand. That is Micah Hodges. He is a senior. And then the other guy looks like one of their tall guys that is out as well. I don't know a number on him because he's just wearing street clothes. But from what I understand, it is 2 of their starting players. So that is going to hurt the Scotties maybe a little bit, but probably not a lot. St. Mary's against Freeman. I mentioned earlier that the Lumberjacks have played in this tournament 3 or 4 times under Coach Chase. And St. Mary's has actually only faced off against Freeman once. And I don't even know if that was actually in a tournament. But St. Mary's did lose that game 56-45 in the 2018-2019 season. So St. Mary's is 0-1 versus the Freeman Scotties. With that, we'll take a break. We'll come back with our starting lineups and the opening tip.
Nothing comes easy. Every day, every dollar, every decision. So your finances should work just as hard as you do. With a free Ascend checking account from P1FCU, you can earn real rewards for the work you're already doing. No gimmicks, just better banking. Because around here, dividends are for the doers. Learn more at p1fcu.org/ascend.
Kenny and the crew at 10th Street Superstop invite you into the biggest convenience store in town. 10th Street Superstop is your one-stop shop for gas, propane, snacks, and ice-cold drinks. Stop in for breakfast or lunch. Breakfast burritos and pizza to paninis and fajita burritos. 10th Street Superstop has something for everyone. Whether you're headed to a Lumberjack game or out into the woods, 10th Street Superstop is the place to stop for anything you may need. 10th Street Superstop on North 10th Street in St. Mary's. When you think of Potlatch Deltic, you might think logs or lumber. When I think about Potlatch Deltic, I think of family, community, compassion. You see, Potlatch Deltic is more than some company in St. Mary's. Potlatch Deltic is a community supporter in more ways than one. Whether it's donating to a fundraiser or nonprofit group, or giving a high schooler a summer job that could very well turn into a career, Potlatch Deltic is there for our community. We, for one, want to thank Potlatch Deltic for what they do and hope that you will also. Potlatch Deltic, proud supporters of, well, St. Mary's.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in Idaho. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the IHSAA and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Well. Are you in need of a reputable, experienced, and knowledgeable well drilling and pump company? Look no further than Interstate Drilling and Pump. Interstate Drilling and Pump drills new wells, deepens existing wells, installs and repairs pumps, and does well testing both for water quality and gallons per minute. Interstate Drilling and Pump has 24 plus years of experience and serves from Moscow to Rathdrum and the Silver Valley. Well, what are you waiting for? Get on their schedule today. That's Interstate Drilling and Pump, 208-245-5101. 208-245-5101, Interstate Drilling and Pump.
Tax time is here again. I know. It's not your favorite. But at H&R Block, tax time is our favorite time of year. It's when our tax pros get to do what they love the most, help people. By getting to know you, they can make sure your return gets done right. It's not just about numbers, boxes, and forms. It's about personal care. So you get every credit and deduction you deserve. And with an average of 10 years experience, our tax pros get your taxes done right. Just one of the many ways Block has your back.
Tim Parrish here at Freeman High School, home of the Scotties. The Lumberjacks taking on the Scotties here tonight. And an interesting note I meant to mention earlier, not really interesting, but it is kind of interesting. I've not really ever seen it in any of our high school broadcast coverage, but it is a all-woman officiating crew for today's matchup. So that's kind of a neat thing just to mention on the air. As the clock ticks down, I'm not sure if we're going to have a national anthem or if we're just going to get into the starting lineups, but we will let you know as soon as we know. And I can mark down the starters already for both teams. I've already got St. Mary's starters squared away, but we are going to mark down the starters for Freeman. And I will already have them for you once we get things rolling. And they start doing the starting lineup. So they are lining up like they are just going straight into the starters. So let's start with your Lumberjacks. And of course, it's a senior heavy group of starters for St. Mary's starting with the 5'8" senior guard, number 3, Jack Barta. Then we got the 6'2" senior guard, number 4, JJ Yearout. Then we got the number 5, a senior guard, 6'2", Isaiah Gustas. The lone junior in the lineup is the number 21, 6'7" junior post, Landon Ribrick. And our final starter is a 6-foot senior guard, number 32. It's Xavier Sloper. St. Mary's, of course, coached by Brian Chase. He's assisted by John Shepard, Donnie Eberlin, Randy Bechtel, and actually he's got AJ Bechtel here in town doing some assistant coaching while he's in town for Christmas break. Also, John Shepard and Taryn, I believe it is, Zolan. So we got your starters for the Lumberjacks. And the starters for the The starters for the Freeman Scotties. It'll be a 6'1" senior, number 1, Logan Schultz. It'll be a 6' sophomore, number 3, Micah Olson. And it'll be a freshman, 5'10", number 5, Maddox Hodges. Then we got another senior, 6'3", number 15, Levi Wellner. Rounding out the lineup, another 6'4" sophomore. It's number 55, John Mendenhall. And we just seen a mouse come walking across the floor. Not like you'd expect. If most of you Lumberjack fans know, Mouse is a very big Lumberjack supporter. Also, another Lumberjack alumni, it's Jackson Pritchard coming across the floor. Nice to see some of our alumni. Not only do we got a bunch of alumni helping coach, we've got alumni in the house to cheer on the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's in their home, white with green. It'll be dark blue with light blue numbers for the Scotties. The Lumberjacks will be going left to right on your radio dial. And it'll be J.J. Yearout jumping against John Mendenhall. Again, I forgot to look up and find out JJ's vertical, but I will look that up. I think it's like a 43-inch vertical, if I'm not mistaken. So they're trying to get that center light turned off up above. There they go. Now they've got just the gym lights on. That's the wrestling light for the most part. Both players in the midcourt circle ready to go. The ball is up, the tip is on, and it's controlled by the Lumberjacks. Jack Barta has it near the midcourt circle. He's surveying his offense as the Scotties get into their defense. Going to look into Sloper. Sloper up off the glass and good. Barta with the assist. Lumberjacks 2-0 for the Scotties. A deflection by J.J. Yearout on a pass to the left wing. Ball will stay with Freeman. They do have St. Mary's as the guest on the board, even though St. Mary's is supposed to be the home team. Driving, shot up, no good. Foul called. Contested through the middle. That foul is going to go against Jack Barta. That'll send the Scotties to the free throw line. Logan Schultz to the charity stripe. Liberty kind of struggled a little bit early from the free throw line last night. Freeman, though, Schultz knocks down the first one. Schultz eyes the bucket, shot up. That one is no good. Rebound to Gustav. St. Mary's will take it the other way. Lumberjacks have the ball. Yearout working around a screen, and we're going to get a foul against Freeman. That one goes against Logan Schultz as Sloper setting a screen, gets pushed right through, and they're going to put the foul on the board. Going to get a three-point shot on the way by Yearout. It is off the mark. Rebound goes to the Scotties. Scotties bring the ball up quickly, top of the key. Flipping it out, going right side, back to the wing. Now up to the free throw line, back to the right side. On the wing, looking into the post. It's underneath his Mendenhall. Can't get an open look. Going to kick it out to Logan Schultz. Three-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound is going to go to the Scotties. Shot on the way from three-point range. It won't fall in. Fight for the ball again, and it's going to go out of bounds off of Freeman. Give that as a team rebound to the Lumberjacks. The score is still 2-1 in favor of St. Mary's. Jack Barta slowly bringing it up court, still in the backcourt. Fires it across the timeline to the left side. Three-pointer on the way from Sloper. It's no good. Rebound, put back, no good. Next putback is no good. So we had Gustav with a putback miss. Ribrick with a putback miss. The ball deflected out of bounds, so the offensive rebound will go to the team for the Lumberjacks. Still 2-1. St. Mary's leads it. Got to get those second chance opportunities to fall. Nice pass into Barta. Barta able to go up and get it on the left side. Barta working. Going to kick it to Sloper in the corner. Sloper loses the ball for a minute, recovers. Still working that left side, picks up his dribble, finds Yearout, cutting into the lane. Nice move by Yearout, and he's going to put it up and in off the glass. 3-point lead for St. Mary's, 4-1. Early first period with the ball is Wellner. Kicks it back to the top, now to the left side of the floor. Now to the top of the key. Going to drive from the right side up to the free throw line. Deflected, stolen away by Year Out. Turnover by the Scotties. Good defense by Year Out. Looking to Gustav. Gustav up strong. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound goes to Ribrick. It's up and good. Lumberjacks out to a 5-point lead. Almost reminiscent of last night, except for St. Mary's and the Lancers were tied at one point. Offensive foul the other way against the Scotties. Set an illegal screen, I believe. John Mendenhall will get tagged for that one. It is 2 team fouls for the Scotties, 1 for the Lumberjacks. The score, 6-1. St. Mary's leads, 5:26 to go in the first period. Barta to Sloper. Sloper left side of the floor. Back to the top to Barta. Barta straight away. He's going to survey. Finds Gustav at the free throw line. Gustav drives. Layup, no good. Left-handed layup. Rebound to the Scotties. Actually, it wasn't. It was a right-handed layup. Going to get a three-pointer on the way from Logan Schultz from the corner. He knocks it down for the Scotties. Brings the game within 2, 6-4. St. Mary's with the lead. Barta working right side. Going to take it along the left side of the post. Layup won't go. Going to get a missed putback and two missed putbacks by Ribrick. Then a rebound to the Scotties, and the Scotties made the bucket on the other side. It's a tie ball game, 6-6. I think St. Mary's missed a bucket on the other side, and I'm not sure who it was because I was trying to fix my stats. 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Tipped out for the Scotties. They will keep possession, and they have it in the corner. Left side. Now they swing it around to the right side. Shot on the way. Three-pointer. Left short. Ball is going to be tipped into Sloper's hands, and the St. Mary's Lumberjacks will get the rebound. All tied up. 4 minutes to go in the first period. Year Out has it on the left side for St. Mary's. Calling for a screen. Going to take it up to the free throw line. Head fake. Steps away on defense. Is going to be a foul there against the Scotties. That'll go against Logan Schultz. It'll be his second. It'll send Year Out to the free throw line. JJ, 56% from the charity stripe. That does not include the last game's free throw shooting. Lumberjacks a chance to reclaim the lead here. And that first free throw, he leaves it just short.
In for St. Mary's, Jackson Arrow. Brock Marta and Marcus Speakman. Into the box, number 11, Will Dumars.
Harold, Brock Barta, and Speakman check in for the Lumberjacks. Year Out, second free throw is nothing but net. And the Lumberjacks take the lead back 7-6. One tie, no lead changes. Scotties have the ball up top, working to the right side, handoff, back to the top, little weave action, out to the left wing, driving in is Dumars. Now they're still working it around, left corner or left wing three-pointer. It's no good. Fighting for that loose ball. And I'm going to give the rebound to Freeman. And Speakman gets up off his feet. He'll be charged with the foul. Good head fake by the number 15 of Wellner. And that'll put Wellner to the charity stripe for the Scotties. First time to the charity stripe for Wellner. First one is off the back of the iron hard. No good. One more chance here to tie it back up for Freeman. Second free throw on the way. That one as well is no good. Rebound goes to Harold. Lumberjacks take it the other way. Brock Barta controls it. Has it across the timeline. Skips it to Gustav. Gustav to Year Out. Year Out. Deep three. Nothing but net for JJ Year Out. That is about a 24-foot three-pointer for JJ Year Out. The Scotties have it on the left wing. Now driving to the free throw line. That is number 5, Hodges. Going to get the shot up and good. Hodges with a nice little jump shot there. 10-8, Lumberjacks with the lead. Trying to feed it down inside to Harold. It'll be deflected out of bounds by the Scotties. Xavier Sloper checking back in. Isaiah Gustav getting a breather. 2:45 to go first period. Lumberjacks 10-8. They lead over the Scotties. Lumberjacks have it. Going to get a drive to the bucket by Brock Barta, and he lays it up and in through contact. No foul called, but the ball bounces around, falls through the bucket. Driving right left side. Shot on the way, three-point range. Olsen, it's up and good by Micah Olsen from downtown. 12-11. Lumberjacks with the lead. Pass in to Speakman. Speakman mishandles that. It's going to go out of bounds off of the Lumberjacks. Jack Barta checking in. JJ Yearout gets a breather. The court announcer kind of makes me laugh with the way he pronounces the Barta brothers' names on the floor. He puts a lot of emphasis on the Barta. Three-point shot on the way, blocked partially by Barta. I didn't see who made the rebound for St. Mary's. I'm not sure. I'll just give it a team rebound. Shot from the corner, Jackson Harold for three. I'm not sure who gave him the assist. I'm going to give it to Sloper. Scotty's working left side, into the lane. Ball stripped away for a second. Scotty's able to get it back. Three-point shot up, air ball. Rebound to Sloper. St. Mary's the other way. Going to try to feed it to Speakman. It's deflected and stolen, I'm going to call it. We'll call it a turnover, St. Mary's. Barta trying to get that pass into Speakman. Driving right side, spinning. Shot up by Micah Olsen. He's going to knock it down. Micah Olsen just from the blocks at about, I'm not sure how far away from the bucket, but in that short corner area. 13-15, St. Mary's leads it. Going to get a shot up by Sloper through contact. It's up and good. St. Mary's can play very physical, which is a good thing, especially when it comes to the state tournament. When you get down there, if you make it down. Lumberjacks not afraid to mix it up physically with anybody. Even our smaller guards are not afraid of it. Three-point shot on the way from the Scotties from straightaway. It's no good. Rebound to go to St. Mary's as a team rebound. JJ Yearout, Landon Ribrick check back in. Speakman out. And Brock Barta. Lumberjacks with a 14-point lead, 17-13. JJ going to flip it over to the near side to Brock Barta, still on the wrong side of the timeline. JJ gets it across on the left side, looking to Sloper. Sloper to Ribrick. Ribrick can't get it cleanly, and Rib's going to end up on that out-of-bounds line along the baseline. Turnover, St. Mary's. They're going to bring Ribrick out. Put Speakman back in. Coach Chase, I think, upset that Rib didn't quite pay attention to where he was on the floor right there. Lumberjacks some pressure in the backcourt coming across. JJ Yearout going to get called for a foul there. That'll be JJ's first, team's third. Coach Chase wanted an explanation on a call on the far end. .25 seconds on the clock. Lumberjacks 17, Freeman 13. Scotties play for the last shot of the quarter. Holding it is Mendenhall. Or no, that's not Mendenhall. That's Schultz. Hands it off. Driving from the right side is Hodges. And stepping in to take the charge is going to be Xavier Sloper. Magic Hodges' first foul. 14th foul. 9 seconds on the clock. St. Mary's will get a chance at a final shot. JJ brings it across the timeline. Going to get it to the corner to Harold. Harold for three. It won't fall. Speakman, the putback. It's up and good. Good job by Marcus Speakman getting that rebound. St. Mary's leads 19-13 after one. We'll be back.
Modern Homes, your Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's, is a proud Lumberjack supporter. because they're her hometown team. When it comes to insurance, that's also one reason so many people in St. Mary's choose Farm Bureau Insurance. They have a complete line of insurance products, including auto, home, commercial, and life. Plus, they have great customer service and competitive rates. And they're also a local company with local agents right here in St. Mary's. So let's hear it for our hometown teams. Contact Janelle Martin Holmes, your local Farm Bureau insurance agent in St. Mary's at 105 North 8th Street, St. Mary's.
And we are back. The Lumberjacks with the 19-13 lead over the Scotties. Good back and forth first quarter. See who's coming in. If Lumberjacks make some changes on their floor. Looks like they're going to keep the same five in there. That is Harold, Barta, Year Out, Speakman, and Sloper. Jack Barta, just to make sure we know which one of the twins is in on the floor. And the Scotties will start with the first possession of the second period. Scotties have it in. Controlling its Hodges. Hodges brings it to the left side. Going to drive all the way in. Lays it up and in. Nice layup by Hodges. 19-15, St. Mary's leads. Jack Barta brings it across the right side of the floor. He's working right wing. Going to drive all the way. Kicks it out to Sloper. Sloper for three. It's off the mark. Rebound to the Scotties. Freeman quickly down the left side of the floor. Olsen has it. Top of the key now. Olsen still going to look for an outlet. Gets it to the wing to Wellner. Hands it back off to Hodges. Hodges, shifty player down inside. Gets the ball back off, though, to Olsen. Now into the hands of, well, I don't have a 10 on my roster. 15 is Wellner. Get it underneath. Three-point shot on the way. It won't fall. Year Out pulls down the rebound for the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's pushes it ahead. Year Out, left side. He's going to pull up just above the free throw line. Can't get the shot to fall. Rebound to the Scotties. 19-15 the score. Going to get a steal by Barta. Coming back the other way. It looks like the Lumberjacks are going to turn it over, possibly. Nope, I think it went out of bounds last touched by the Scotties, so the ball will stay with St. Mary's. Gustav comes back in, as coming out is Jackson Harold to get a breather. Lumberjacks will trigger it in from baseline. Gonna get it to Sloper. Sloper up and off the glass. Assisted by Barta. Those do count as an assist on the inbound pass. 21-15, St. Mary's with a 6-point lead. Gonna get a 3-point shot on the way. Levi Wellner, it won't fall. Sloper pulls down the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Sloper ahead to Barta, working on the right side. Barta, little head fake, gets it out to Gustav in the corner. He's going to get his shot blocked, but he gets his own rebound. And we're going to get a foul. That foul goes against Freeman. Maddox Hodges picks up his second foul. Speakman's going to come out after some solid minutes. Landon Ribrick back into the game. 6:13 to go in the half. Lumberjacks 21. Freeman 15. Count the bucket and the foul. Sloper goes up strong and puts the bucket in. And the foul goes against number 10. That is his first. Probably an assist by Barta again. Oh, maybe not. Free throw up and good from Sloper. St. Mary stretches it to a 9-point lead. 24-15. Freeman has it right corner. Back to the wing now. Barta playing defense. Some good defense there. St. Mary's going to get a steal. Barta with the steal. Year Out lays it up and in the other way. 26-15. Lumberjacks up by 11. 30-second timeout taken by the Scotties. We'll be back. 26-15. St. Mary's lead is 11.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Dad, pothole.
Got it.
So Les Schwab Tires makes my job easy. With surfaces like brakes, steering, and alignment. Those cheap tire centers just throw on tires. And that's it. Now, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Linker. I'm just glad Les Schwab takes safety as seriously as me.
Help keep drivers and backseat drivers safe with Les Schwab Tires. Doing the right thing since 1952.
It's in park, right?
And we are back as Jackson Harold checking in for Xavier Sloper. Sloper just headed to the locker room. My assumption is he maybe had like a bloody nose or something, and they're going to go get him cleaned up. Lumberjacks on defense. Scotties have it. Ball is in the hands of Hodges, the fast point guard. He's being guarded by Jack Barta. They swing it over to Olsen. Olsen going to drive into the lane, kicks it back out to Hodges. Shot on the way from three-point range. It's up and good. (26-18). St. Mary's still with the lead. Lumberjacks have it in the short and the low post. They're going to find Ribrick. Ribrick kisses it up and in off the glass, off just about free throw line. Jackson Harold with the assist. 10-point lead for the Lumberjacks, 28-18. Freeman has it up top, left or right wing three-pointer. Too much on that one. Rebound to the Scotties, though. They'll trigger another three. That one is up and good. And that was Micah Olsen with three. 28-21. Lumberjacks with the lead. Sloper coming back out, has that tissue in the nose. Going to look into the post. Ribrick couldn't get a good look at that shot. Gets it back out to Barta. Barta, little give and go to Ribrick. Ribrick going to almost lose the ball, but is able to get it up and in as he keeps control. Good job by Landon Ribrick. Lumberjacks up by 9, 30-21. Again, Hodges controls it for the Scotties. Going to get a steal by JJ Year out, jumping the pass. Year out to Barta. Barta misses the layup. The rebound to Gustav. Gustav couldn't get the putback. Gustav with two putbacks and couldn't get it in. Gustav has had a couple of putback opportunities tonight that he hasn't been able to take advantage of. Pass to the top of the key for the Scotties as they ended up with the rebound. Corner three on the way. It's up and good by Will Dumars. And the Scotties finding a little bit of warming up from the outside. It's 30-24, 6-point lead. JJ with the deep three, head fake, drives to the free throw line, nowhere to go with it, gets it to Ribrick, and Ribrick puts it up and good. The assist from Year out. 32-24 the score. St. Mary's on top, 3:40 to go before half. Ball on the top of the key, round to the left side for the Scotties. 3-point shot on the way, no good. Rebound to Barta. Barta feeds it ahead to Gustav. Gustav can't get the layup to fall in for him. Gustav having a rough night shooting so far. Freeman from the left side, shot up, no good, but a foul going to be called, and I think it'll go against Jack. It does. That is his second foul. It'll put the Scotties to the free throw line. Maddox Hodges, the Scotties 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. First free throw on the way. It is up and good.
Number 11, John Barton. Number 23, Marcus Speakman. Number 32, Sloper.
Seeing who comes out for the Lumberjacks. As Brock Barta, Marcus Speakman, and Sloper back in. Second free throw is no good. Rebound going to be pulled in. I'm going to give it to Year out. A foul on the Scotties. That is on Mendenhall. It is his second. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt from the Scotties. Year out now has it. Right side of the floor. Brings it across the timeline. Going to trigger the deep three as they leave him open, and he knocks it down. That's about another 24-footer for Year out. 35-25. St. Mary's lead is 10. It's under 3 to go until halftime. Wellner has it. Looking into the low post. Out to the left corner. Shot on the way. Three-pointer, no good. Scotty's able to track down the rebound. They'll reset. It was going to get another look from three-point range. Hodges, it won't go. Rebound to Ribrick. St. Mary's going to go the other way. Speakman is going to drive it up and good. Nice move by Speakman coming from the left side. 37-25. It's a 12-point lead for the Lumberjacks. The Scotties have it top of the key, working it to the left wing. Trying to get to the paint, kicks the ball back out. Maddox Hodges with 3. It's up and good. There's an assist for the Scotties. Lumberjacks going to take a timeout. It is a full. It is 37-28. Lumberjacks lead. We'll be back.
Archie's IGA is not only a proud supporter of Lumberjack sports, but a proud supporter of the St. Mary's community and shopping locally. When you shop local, you help businesses support other local businesses, as well as helping your local businesses to provide jobs. Did you know that local business taxes help maintain communities and counties by fixing roads and maintaining recreational facilities? Local business owners invest in the community and have a vested interest in the future of our community. So won't you help Archie's IGA by supporting your local businesses and shop locally? Oh yeah, and let's not forget those Lumberjacks.
You're listening to Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 AM, St. Mary's, Idaho, North Idaho's classic hits.
And we are back. St. Mary's with possession after the timeout. Bringing it down for the Lumberjacks is Brock Barta. Brock across the timeline, gives it up to JJ Year out on the left side, back up to Barta. Barta directing traffic. He's going to kick it to Year out, left wing. Year out, going to drive, step back, long 2, won't fall. Ribrick fights for the rebound, able to get it, and Ribrick will be fouled.
Well done, John Mendenhall. That's his
Third foul on Mendenhall. 4th team foul on the Scotties. Lumberjacks will inbound with 53 to go. That one is, no, it's a bad pass, I think, by St. Mary's. A little bit of a miscommunication. We'll get a timeout or a turnover on the Jacks. Lumberjacks putting a little bit of pressure on. Lumberjacks look to be in a man defense. Year out. Working on his guy. Avoids the crowd's going to go off because JJ slipped a little bit. Wasn't even a great move by wasn't even a move by the offensive player for the Scotties. He just like stuck his foot into the court and fell over. It wasn't even a shake and bake. Bringing it back down is Brock Barta. Brock to Speakman. Speakman to Ribrick over to Year out. Year out to Sloper. Sloper working baseline. Gonna turn around. Jump shot. Won't go for Sloper. Rebound to the Scotties. Bring it up the floor is Olsen. Olsen works left. All the way to the low post. Shot is up. Nice shot by Micah Olsen. Got to give credit to that young man. Micah just a sophomore. 37-30. They've cut it to a 7-point lead. JJ going to get a little bit of an open look at a deep 3. That one's off the back of the rim. Won't fall in for him. Rebound goes to the Scotties as they look to cut into this lead. Going to have it to the right wing. Again, Olsen's hands. And we're going to get a foul call there. I think it's against JJ. That'll be foul number 2 on Year out. It was a good move by the player, Olsen, to fake JJ out one way, go the other way, and get him to kind of grab him. Inbound pass. Scotties have it. They still have to get a shot off before the end of the shot clock. 38 on the game clock, 21 on the shot clock. Up to the free throw line. Now to the left wing. 16 on the shot clock. Olsen, don't give him too many good looks. He'll knock him down, and he does knock that one down. It's 37-32. St. Mary's enjoyed an 11-point lead a little while ago. It has been cut to 5 here just before halftime. 14 on the shot clock. St. Mary's will play for that final shot. Sloper has the ball near the right side. Sloper gets fouled there. At least coach thought so. I kind of thought there was contact. Into Barta. Barta drives, tries to lay up. No good. Goes to the ground. Rebound goes to Freeman. And Freeman can't get the shot. Or Freeman heaves it at the buzzer. And that's how we'll end the first half. It's been all St. Mary's. Lumberjacks have the lead 37-32. But they did have a 13-point lead at one time. Freeman has battled back. We'll come back with a look at your stats.
If you want the best, you hire the best. Top Grade Roofing and Construction has over 25 years of experience and is licensed and insured. Top Grade Roofing and Construction can and will build just about anything. Need a deck? They can do it. Need siding? Yep. How about a fence? Of course. I mean, Top Grade Roofing and Construction might even build you a chicken coop if you ask. That's Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Call Vince for a free consultation at 208-269-3111. That's 208-269-3111. Top Grade Roofing and Construction. Hughes Ace Hardware wants to invite you to come in and take a look. Hughes isn't just about hardware. Whether you need dish soap and sponges to clean up after your husband's guys' night or storage solutions for your wife's shopping addiction, you can find it at Hughes. Come see the difference. Everything you need, from a blow dryer to replace the one your toddler dropped in the toilet to a bathroom scale to help your hubby stay on his fitness goal. Hughes Ace Hardware is the place to get the products you need and the help you want all the time, every time. Hugh and Margie Gannon of St. Mary's are proud to support the Lumberjacks and this Lumberjack Sports broadcast. The Gannons want to wish the Lumberjacks the best of luck this sports season and want you to know that they are proud of you. The Gannons say, "Go Lumberjacks!"
You always hear on the radio, cross the bridge to savings. But it's true. St. Mary's Harvest Foods has what you need when you need it. And if you don't see it, then just ask one of the friendly staff and they will gladly help you find what you need. From meat, super fresh produce, and dairy, St. Mary's Harvest Foods will save you big on the things you need the most. No time to cook tonight? Then check out the Hot Deli for something quick for dinner. St. Mary's Harvest Foods, where you truly can cross the bridge to savings.
Jack Fuel Trucking knows that there are few things as important as wise use of our natural resources. And by utilizing the chips in the manufacturing of lumber, that is exactly what is accomplished. If you look beyond the wood chips, you see an entire community of schools, churches, and businesses. And most importantly, people. Jack Fuel Trucking believes in responsible harvesting of our natural resources. After all, when you take a close look, those aren't just chips. They're an entire community. Jack Fuel Trucking.
Sometimes accidents happen. You never thought it would happen to you, but it did. Where can you turn for that friendly hand of support? Jack's Pharmacy is your good neighbor pharmacy in St. Mary's, where you'll find personalized care. Whether you need crutches, supports, wheelchairs, or even a hospital bed, Jack's is here for you. We service both Medicare and Medicaid. If you need durable medical equipment, come to Jack's, your good neighbor pharmacy, where you'll receive personalized service and attention.
Looking for future leaders we can believe in? Look no further than the high school student athletes right here in Idaho. High school sports teach young people how to be effective leaders. It includes learning to listen, accepting responsibility, being a good role model, and it's about respect. The result, it transcends sports. It gives us hope for the future. This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
Afraid to touch that breaker box? Need some rewiring done? Call the professionals at M&S Electric. With nearly 40 years experience, there's no job too big or too small. From industrial and commercial to residential and service work, M&S Electric isn't afraid. Serving Benoit, Shoshone, Kootenai, and Latah counties, M&S Electric has you covered. Overhead work? M&S can do that too with their bucket truck. M&S Electric, 408 Main Avenue, St. Mary's. Give them a call, 208-245-3890. No job too big, no job too small. We do them all. M&S Electric.
And Parrish here at Freeman High School. St. Mary's leads the Scotties 37-32. in what's been a pretty good game for the Lumberjacks so far. It's been mostly all St. Mary's. There's been one tie, no lead changes. And the largest lead St. Mary's has stretched it out to 13 at one point. And the Scotties battled back here in the second period to cut the lead to 5 before the half. So we've got a good ball game here in Freeman at Freeman High School. St. Mary's and the second quarter scoring 19-18, Freeman over St. Mary's in to close that gap. So that's what's interesting there is it's a 1-point differential, yet the score is 5-point when St. Mary's led by as much as 13. But I think that 13-point lead was in that second quarter. So that's not much of a surprise. Let's see. As teams go, Freeman shooting perfect. They're 6 for 6 from 2-point range for 100%, 29% from 3-point range, 44% from the field, just 33% from the charity stripe. The Scotties with 15 rebounds. St. Mary's winning the rebound battle. They have 23 rebounds. The Scotties had 8 fouls in the first half. 4 turnovers, 2 points off turnovers, 3 points from the Scotty bench. St. Mary shot 45% from 2-point range, 38% from 3-point range, 43% from the field, 67% from the charity stripe. St. Mary's had 23 rebounds, and a big chunk of those rebounds were offensive. St. Mary's has 11 offensive rebounds. The only problem was I don't think they got a whole lot of those second chance points. Maybe 4 of them. I don't think they made more than maybe 2 putbacks on the night so far. St. Mary's committed just 5 fouls. St. Mary's also just had 4 turnovers. The Lumberjacks have 2 points off of turnovers, and the Lumberjacks with 9 points off the bench. Scoring-wise for the Scotties, they have 4 guys on the board. Micah Olson, St. Mary's needs to find an answer for him. He hasn't missed. He has got 12 points. He hasn't missed from inside 2-point range anyways. 12 points in the first half for him. Maddox Hodges also off to a good start for the Scotties with 11 points. Logan Schultz has 6 points, and off the bench, Will Dumars with 3 for the Scotties. For the Lumberjacks, we've got 3 guys with almost double-digit scoring, 1 with double digits. JJ Uraut is at 11. Xavier Sloper is at 9. Landon Ribrick is at 8. 4 points for Speakman, 3 points for Harold, and 2 points for Brock Barda. Assists, Jack Barda with 2 rebounds. Ribrick with 6 rebounds. He's actually leading the team in rebounding right now, is where you want to see your 6'7" guy. Isaiah Gustav right behind him with 5. You're out with 2. We got 4 unassigned rebounds, but those are probably team rebounds. St. Mary's with the 4 steals. You're out with 2 of them, and Jack Barda with 2 of them. And on the assist side of things, I think I already said that actually. Barda with 2, and Gustav, Harold, Sloper, and Year Out each with 1 assist apiece. So that's a look at your halftime stats. St. Mary's needs to kind of get going on what they were doing in the first half and try to stretch that lead back out. It looks like the Scotties have kind of found something that was working for them. So St. Mary's going to have to find an answer defensively for what the Scotties were doing to get back into the game, and they need to see if they can stretch that lead back out. We'll take a quick break, come back with the second half here from Freeman High School, Greg Larson Tournament, the Lumberjacks, and the Freeman Scotties.
For all your plumbing needs, call Nick's Plumbing and Heating. With Nick's professional staff, you can be assured of guaranteed quality products, installation, service, and repair of all of your plumbing. So if you have plumbing needs or problems, call the good folks at Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Call 245-5460. That's 245-5460. Nick's Plumbing and Heating. Installation, service, and repair when you need it. Nick's Plumbing and Heating, St. Mary's.
For all of your area high school sports schedules, updates, and recaps, including Lakeside, Kootenai, and of course, St. Mary's High School, pick up your copy of the St. Mary's Gazette Record every Wednesday. Not only will they have game recaps and highlights for area high school sports action, but local news and information. St. Mary's Gazette Record, pick up a copy today. The name says it all. Taco About It. What is it, you may ask? It's the best taco truck in town. might even be the only taco truck in town. If you like tacos, and who doesn't, then you need to stop by Taco Bout It, located at 128 South Highway 3 in St. Mary's, across the street from Triple X Feeds. Taco Bout It has too many tacos to list, so you will just have to try them all. Call in your order 208-582-8533, or just stop by. Taco Bout It, located across the street from Triple X Feeds in St. Mary's. You're listening to Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 AM, St. Mary's, Idaho, North Idaho's classic hits.
And we are back, ready to start the second half of action here from Freeman High School. St. Mary's and the Scotties of Freeman. The score 37-32 in favor of the Lumberjacks. St. Mary's will start with the first possession of the second half. Lumberjacks now going right to left on your radio dial. You're out, inbounds it into the backcourt to Jack Barton. Jack working down that right side, gets it to Sloper. The give and go to Year Out. His shot won't go. Put back by Ribrick. Landon Ribrick cashes it in. 39-32. There's 10 points for Landon Ribrick. His first double-digit game. And we're going to get a steal. No, they say out of bounds. I thought JJ had a steal there. We'll call it a deflection. Lumberjacks will reset up defensively. St. Mary's still looking to be in a bit of a man, maybe a hybrid man zone type of defense. Freeman has the ball working, going to get that jump shot. It's off short. Rebound to Ribrick. And then what do we get here? Body's hitting the floor, and looks like there might have been a little animosity between, or a little bit of something between Rib and Mendenhall. The ref talking to the two of them. And now we got some sweat or something over there. Top of the free throw line needing to be cleaned up. Scotty's will inbound from baseline into the corner, right side, top of the key now to Olsen. I would expect to see Barta smothering him from now on, not giving him any good looks, as he's been pretty dangerous. Going to get it inside the lane. Going to get Sloper working on him. Shot is up and good, and that's Logan Schultz putting it in for the Scotties. 39-34, Jack's lead. Going to get the ball to Ribrick. Ribrick into Gustav. Gustav high off the glass. It's up and good. I'll give Rib an assist. 41-34, St. Mary's leads. Scotty's have it up top into the hands of Schultz. Schultz to the corner to Olsen. Now back to the top to, that's not Mendenhall, that is Schwellner. Back into Olsen. Olsen for the three. It's up and good from the corner. That kid is dynamic. He can hit from just about anywhere. Just a sophomore. Lumberjacks have the ball. Going to get it from Sloper to Ribrick into the lane. It's up and good. Sloper with the assist. 43-37, St. Mary's leads. Freeman has it. Left wing. Schultz, steal by Year Out. Year Out with the, oh, missed the dunk. But the rebound is going to be by Gustav, and Gustav lays it up and in. Shot up. It is short. Rebound to Slope to Year Out. And we're going to whistle, and a foul coming the other way as Year Out gets knocked to the ground.
Hodges, his third.
Maddox Hodges picks up his third. Year Out a little slow to get up, but looks to be okay. St. Mary's with the ball. 45-37, St. Mary's leads it. Barta to Barta. Oh, Year Out misses the shot there. Rebound to Freeman. There's a good entry pass into year out from Ribrick. Now the Scotties try the other way. They're going to get some nice ball movement. Shot up, no good. Ball is knocked around. Out of bounds off of the Scotties. St. Mary's will give them a team a rebound. Lumberjacks will bring it down the other way. Scotties were kind of taking their time getting back into their defensive set. St. Mary's was going to try to take advantage of it. Scotties seen it. Regrouped. Kick it out to the corner to Gustav. Gustav to Year Out. Year Out into Gustav. Oh, foul on the Scotties there. That foul will go against Mendenhall. That'll be his fourth foul, and it'll send Gustav to the free throw line.
At the line, Gustav, release shooting 2.
First free throw up by Gustav is good. I think that's Isaiah's first bucket. No, Gustav has 5. Marcus Speakman checking in for the Lumberjacks. Sloper going to get a breather. Also Harold and Brock. Jack's going to get a breather. Year Out's going to get a breather. Year Out probably needs it. He looks like he's not too happy down there as he's shaking his head going to the bench. Not with being taken out necessarily. Free throw in and out. Speakman with the rebound. No. Freeman with the rebound on the loose ball. Freeman back the other way. 46-37. St. Mary's with the lead. It is Hodges. Pull-up jumper. Won't go. Ball tipped around. Rebound to Gustav. Gustav to... They're going to get it up to Harold. Harold's layup won't go. And they're going to say it's out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's. (46-37) still the score. Midway through the third period, St. Mary's with the lead. Hodges controls it up top for the Scotties. He's going to work it to the right side. Back to the top to Olsen. Olsen working against Harold. Kicks it out to the wing. Driving into the lane. Euro step shot up. Oh, good. Late on the whistle, but a foul going to be called.
Fouls on Isaiah Gustav.
Isaiah's first foul, I believe they said. Will Dumars to the free throw line for the first time. JJ, you're out getting ready to check back in. First free throw is going to fall through. Isaiah gets a breather. JJ, you're out back in. 46-38. St. Mary's with the lead. Second free throw. That one is no good. Rebound to the Scotties. Three-pointer up and good by Hodges. 46-41, and St. Mary's turns the ball over the other way. Lumberjacks lead is 5. Under 4 to play in the third. Battle here between St. Mary's and Freeman. Scotties have it on the right wing, cross court. Olsen in the trigger the next 3. It's up and good. And you can't leave Olsen open. He is getting hot outside, and we are down to a 2-point ball game. 46-44. Year Out gets his shot partially blocked. A putback attempt by Rib was no good. Everybody thought he got fouled from the St. Mary's side. They're not going to give it to him. And coming the other way, it's another three-pointer put up by Olsen. And the Scotties take their first lead of the contest. 47-44. Timeout taken by the Lumberjacks. It's a full timeout. We'll be back.
When you need that morning pick-me-up before work or school, there's one place that comes to mind. It's a place that loves our community, the St. Mary's Lumberjacks, and all the local businesses and people in our village. Shift and Grind in St. Mary's is all about the community. Whether it's helping raise money for the Booster Club or for a family in need, the Shift and Grind family are always ready to help. So be sure to stop by Shift and Grind for your caffeinated needs. Located at 132 First Street in St. Mary's, Shift and Grind says, go Lumberjacks.
And we are back. Don't forget, you are invited to a Christmas shopping event hosted by the Glitter Den on Sunday. That's tomorrow, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Glitter Den, 108 North 8th Street in St. Mary's. They'll have sales, prizes, drinks, and vendors. If you would like to be a vendor, get in touch with Ananda at the Glitter Den. We're back 47-46. The Scotties take their first lead of the contest. Big three-pointer knocked down by Olsen. I think 2 or 3 of them in a row. And the Scotties have their first lead of the contest midway through the third period. Lumberjacks will look to answer after the timeout. Coach Chase was talking to the ref there after the timeout, trying to either get an explanation or get him to look for a certain thing happening. And there's going to be a drive to the bucket, a layup made, and a foul called on the Freeman Scotties. J.J. Yearout makes the strong move to the bucket, and he'll get the old-fashioned three-point play. It'll be against Logan Schultz. It'll be his third. And Jack Barta checks back in. Brock Barta comes to the side. Lead change number 2 as J.J. goes to the free throw line. Yearout's first, for the bonus free throws up and good. 49-47, Lumberjacks back in front. Freeman bringing it down. St. Mary's got to find a way to shut down Olsen. They're going to get what are they calling there? Oh, they're calling the block on. I got to see who's out because they're calling the block on Sloper. Sloper, I thought, got into pretty good guarding position, and the offensive player lowered his shoulder into him. Going to get the pass up to the top to Schultz. Schultz triggers the three. It's short. Rebound, chase down. St. Mary's can't pull it in. Team rebound for the Scotties. Speakman tried to save that back in. 49-47, Lumberjacks lead it just under 3 in the third. Top of the key, it's Schultz. Gets it out to Hodges. Hodges takes a look to his coach on the sideline, getting the play. Now they'll set it. Oh, losing the handle. Getting in there and making the steal is going to be Barta, and J.J. Yearout slams that one home with 2 hands. 51-47, St. Mary's leads. Going to have a bad pass by the Scotties. It was Logan Schultz looking to get it to, I believe, Wellner. And Wellner started to break inside. The ball just misses his outstretched hands. See if St. Mary's can weather the storm here and re-stretch out their lead. They do have a 51-47 advantage at the moment. Yearout going to work right side. Gets his defender off his feet as he comes to a stop. It was a good play, but couldn't get the shot to fall in for Yearout. Olsen with it. They're putting up a really good face guard on him now into the low post. Now back outside. Corner 3. That's no good. Rebound goes to Yearout. First miss. You don't see a lot of misses so far out of Olsen. Micah Olsen, a heck of a player. Once again, just a sophomore for the Freeman Scotties. Barta to Sloper. Sloper working from the right side. He's going to pull up, jump shot. It won't fall. Getting the rebound was Speakman. Now they're going to get it off to Sloper on a give and go, and Sloper lays it up and in. Lumberjacks have 3 guys in double digits. Leading the way is Yearout with 16, Ribrick with 12, Sloper with 11. St. Mary stretches that lead back out, 53-47. It's a 6-point advantage. Driving left side is Hodges, blocked by Sloper, and an offensive blocked by Rib. He's going to give him the block. And I think it was Sloper that takes the charge. Maddox Hodges picks up his first. Speakman comes out. Gustafian, I think he's the only substitution. St. Mary's will bring it down. Lumberjacks so far have weathered the storm here as the Scotties came battling back. Into Sloper. Sloper backs his way in, tries to Tries to push his way into the paint. Sloper will get called for the charge. Marcus Speakman will come back in. Sloper will get a breather. Lumberjacks wanting to put on some pressure in the backcourt. Looks like a man press for the Lumberjacks. Scotties get it in. Lumberjacks, though, force the bad pass as they turn it over. St. Mary's will get the possession. 53 seconds on the clock in the third. JJ Year out of inbound from sideline. He gets it into Barta. Barta has it left side. Gets it to Speakman. Speakman gonna battle his way in. Oh, Speakman's gonna get called for a charge there. Both teams with 4 fouls apiece here in the third. Lumberjack crowd didn't like that call. We're gonna get a 30-second timeout taken by Scotties. Says St. Mary's only has 3 timeouts left, but I don't think that's correct. We'll take a quick break.
If you know which side of a saw cuts wood, and if you can hammer a nail, you can do it yourself. Carpentry, construction, finishing, or framing, around here, you've got it made. You've got 10th Street Lumber. At 10th Street Lumber, we have the answers to your building and repair project questions. Every day, 10th Street Lumber helps homeowners get quality results. For lumber, block, power tools, fixtures, everything you need for a professional job. Don't pick up a nail until you shop 10th Street Lumber. 10th Street Lumber on the corner of 10th and Railroad Avenue, St. Mary's.
We are back. It's a battle here in Freeman, 53-47. St. Mary's with a 6-point lead. 44 seconds to go in the third quarter. Going to get a JJ Year out steal on the inbound pass. So St. Mary's can not play for the last shot, but they can take some time off the clock. Into Speakman. Speakman looking for an outlet and can't find anybody. He's going to go up strong. It's up and good by Marcus. 55-47, St. Mary's with the lead. I don't know why I've got 5 turnover fouls there on Lumberjacks, because there isn't. Pass to the top of the key into Olsen's hands. The ever dangerous Scotty. Now we're going to get a 3-point shot triggered by Schultz. It won't go. Rebound goes to Ribrick. Lumberjacks bring it down quickly. Year out. Top of the key. 4 seconds. He's going to get a deep 3. It's good. What a big shot by JJ Year out at the buzzer. And JJ needs to watch out because he was jawing at looking over at the Freeman bench and really giving him a little bit of a taunt there. So he needs to watch it that he doesn't get a technical. It is 58-47. St. Mary's back up by 11. We'll be back.
Wondering how to manage your retirement nest egg? How big should it be when you retire? Contact Jenny Oakes at Gateway Financial Partners to get the answers to these and all your other financial questions. The securities and advisory services offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor. Member FINRA SIPC. With over 30 years of financial planning, give Jenny Oakes a call at Gateway Financial Partners today. The guidance is free. The experience is priceless. Call 245-5255. Fall is coming, and of course, cold weather. Now's the time to stock up on a few things. XXX Feeds has magnetic wood pellets in stock, and it's never too early to be ready for the cold weather. XXX Feeds also has alfalfa in stock as well as straw. And if you have some 4-legged woodland friends that look a little hungry, XXX Feeds can keep you loaded up on deer feed and deer blocks. Don't wait until the last minute. Stop by XXX Feeds in St. Mary's today.
And we are back, ready for the fourth period of action. St. Mary's up by 11. Lumberjacks will start with the first possession. Gustav works his way into the paint, picks up the dribble, goes out back to Barta. Barta working on the left wing, going to drive, gets kind of left alone, and he's going to lay it up and in. 60-47, St. Mary's stretches their lead back to 13. Going to get a shot up and rolls in by Logan Schultz. Schultz kind of looking like he thought he might have been fouled, not going to get the call. Lumberjacks stretched it back, I think, to a 13-point lead once again. There's a shot up by St. Mary's. Rebound. I didn't see who took that shot. Year Out got the rebound. They're going to get it to Barta. Barta drives. He'll get bumped around and be fouled, and I think he'll head to the free throw line. Foul is on Logan Schultz. That is his fourth. And they're not calling it on the shot. So they'll inbound into Year Out. Year Out with the three. It is short, but he'll be fouled. That is the fifth foul on Logan Schultz, so he will check out. Oh, I have that as 5 fouls for Schultz. I may have marked one down for somebody else on his. Year Out will go to the charity stripe. First free throw up and good. Year Out with 20 on the night so far. Sloper getting ready to check in. I think he might be checking in for Year Out. Oh, that one is in and out. And no, it's 2 free throws, and then Gustav is going to, I forgot it was 3 free throws, so Gustav's going to get a breather. 61-49, St. Mary's leads. Again, 3 Lumberjacks in double digits. That free throw up and good. 62-49, Lumberjacks putting on the pressure in the backcourt. Now they back out of it. Olsen has it for the Scotties. Picks up his dribble in the backcourt. Gets it over to Hodges, near side. Hodges gets it across the timeline. He's going to work against Year Out. Trying to spin his way to the lane. Can't get anywhere to go. Gets it out to Schultz. Now back to Hodges, right wing. Hodges backs it out. Swings it over to Schultz. Schultz looking to the big man, Mendenhall. Mendenhall is going to be fouled. Speakman and Rib on him. I think the foul is going to go on Speakman, and it will.
That's his third personal.
That's the third personal foul on Marcus. It'll put Mendenhall to the free throw line for the first time for the Scotties. First free throw is short. Brock Barta checks in. Jack Barta comes out. Second free throw on the way. Rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by the Scotties, so St. Mary's will have the possession. Now the Scotties putting some pressure in the backcourt. JJ almost loses it. Gets it gathered back in. Ahead to Sloper. Sloper to Barta. Going to get a steal. Freeman with the steal. Barta the turnover. Scotties back the other way. Olsen over to Schultz. No, not Schultz. That's Wellner. Going to get it near corner. 3-point shot on the way. It's no good. Sloper pulls down the rebound for the Lumberjacks. Sloper got trapped a little bit. Gets the head to Brock. Brock across the timeline. Brock Barta directing traffic on the right side. Hands it off to Year Out. 62-47. Screen coming up for Year Out. Year Out. Pull-up jumper. Floater. Won't fall in for him. Rebound goes to the Scotties. Oh, I didn't put the score from the third quarter down. Lumberjacks battling on defense. Back out to Olsen. Olsen has it up top. He's going to try to get the three. That one's in and out. A rare miss from Olsen. The rebound goes to Year Out. Year Out to Barta. Barta left side. Lumberjacks slow down the offense. Barta to Year Out. Year Out left wing. Lumberjacks patience now. A little bit of a man defense. Out to Rib in the corner. 3 on the way. It's short. And we get a whistle. And a foul. Sloper picks up his third. JJ Year Out and Ribrick get a breather. Pressure in the backcourt from the Lumberjacks. Hodges has it right or left side. Down to the corner to Olsen. Olsen's going to drive. Going to kick it to the wing or corner, right side. 3-pointer on the way. It won't go. Rebound goes to Barta. Barta to Speakman. They get it ahead. Speakman's shot won't go. Rebound goes to Gustav, and he'll be fouled on the putback attempt. That'll be Wellner's first foul for the Scotties. Gustav will shoot 2 free throws. First free throw is good. Isaiah, 43% on the season from the charity stripe. Jackson Harold checks in. Sloper gets a breather. Gustav with his second free throw. Oh, what do we got here? Somebody from the Lumberjack side jumped a little bit early off the blocks. 63-47 is the score. I got to take something off of there because that's going to get a timeout taken. So we will take it as well. It's a full timeout by the Scotties. We'll be back.
It's the kid in grade school who paints your face blue and white before every home game.
It's the accountants and salesmen who give up their Friday evenings to referee.
It's the cashier at the corner convenience store who wears school colors on every game day.
What makes high school sports here in Idaho so special? They do. You do.
We all do.
This message presented by the Idaho High School Activities Association and the Idaho Athletic Administrators Association.
St. Joe Oil isn't just a fuel delivery company. They provide a much larger service than most people realize. St. Joe Oil can sell you a brand new Toyo oil stove and install it for you, and also keep your oil tank full. Not only that, St. Joe Oil plays a very critical role in our local industries. From logging to farming, St. Joe Oil keeps the fuel tanks full. From heating oil to off-road diesel and everything in between, call St. Joe Oil 208-245-2123. That's 208-245-2123. St. Joe Oil.
And we are back. 63-47. St. Mary's leads with just under 5 to play. Into the third quarter, it was 55-47 in favor of St. Mary's. We've had 2 lead changes, 1 tie. St. Mary's is led by 13. I think only 2 or 1 point lead for the Scotties. Scotties with the ball. Lumberjacks trying to get a steal. Can't. Hodges has it. Works right side. Oh, blocking foul. Going to go against Jack Barta. Third foul on Jack. 8 Lumberjacks have scored tonight. Going to get the ball back to Hodges. Hodges thought about a 3. Oh, wings it over to Olsen. I think that might have been the intended target. Thinking it was for him was Wellner. That's going to be partially blocked, but also a foul on Gustav. That'll be the second foul on Isaiah. It'll send Olsen to the free throw line. It's the first time to the charity stripe for him. The way he makes his shots around the court, I can't see him missing free throws. And, well, he missed the first one. Maybe his kryptonite's the free throw line. Second free throw from Olsen on the way. And that one will fall through for him. Olsen actually only has 7 points in the second half. St. Mary's done a better job of shutting him down. And Coach Chase now taking the time. Coach Chase wants a 30. 63-48, some Lumberjacks lead. I mentioned that we have 3 guys, double digits right now. JJ Year out with 21. Landon Ribrick with 12, Xavier Sloper with 11, and Isaiah is 4 points away. He's got 6, and Speakman also has 6 tonight. Harold with 3, Jack Barta with 2, and Brock Barta with 2. Solid night for St. Mary's once again. Everybody contributing. I think everybody that's played so far tonight has some points on the board. After the quick timeout, a little defensive adjustment maybe by St. Mary's. We've got 4:24 on the clock. St. Mary's with a decent lead. Lumberjacks actually not on defense. Going to get it down to Ribrick, who is left all alone, and Ribrick puts it up and good. JJ Year out with the assist. Got to get JJ back into the game. And I missed a couple of things here, but we do have the deflection. Harold is in still. I don't have my bench right at all. Missed a couple of important stats here, I think, but we'll come back the other way. Lumberjacks have it. Got to get Sloper in there. There, now I think I've got my guys on the floor correct. Didn't pay attention to the subs. St. Mary's with the ball. Sloper, corner, left side. Give and go to Sloper from Rib. Nice move by Sloper, and it's up and good. Sloper now with 13 on the night. Hodges tests the water, kicks it out to Olsen left side. Left corner, Olsen back to Hodges. Hodges, he's going to pull up at the elbow. Shot is up, left short. Rebound to Year Out. And that was Hodges. I think St. Mary's turned it over right there. I didn't quite see what happened. It's a 17-point lead for St. Mary's, though. They've been up by as much as 19, apparently, as I've quit keeping track of the lead by the Lumberjacks at 67-50. Year Out has the ball, working it left, now right. Get to the Sloper. Sloper triggers the three off the iron, no good. Harold had a chance at the rebound. Comes off of him, out of bounds. St. Mary's will keep the possession. Hodges controls it. A little bit of token pressure in the backcourt. St. Mary's backs out of it. Hodges to the top of the key. Works all the way right or left. Kicks it to the corner to Olsen. Olsen with the three. It's up. It's no good. Offensive board, though, for the Scotties. And what are we going to get here? Jump ball. It's the first try. I don't even think we had a jump ball last night. Jackson Harold, what a hustle play by him as the Scotties kind of let that roll into the backcourt before they were trying to grab it. Harold dives on it. Sloper checks out. Gustav back in. And they're going to put 24 on the shot clock. 2:17 to go. St. Mary's with a 17-point lead. Hodges bringing it across to the Scotties. He's going to work it to the left, and we're going to get an offensive foul against the Scotties. Illegal screen there by Wellner. Sloper's going to check back in, and Gustav comes right back out. Four fouls apiece for each team. Arda will bring it across for the Lumberjacks. Again, this team was ranked, I think, 42nd in the state of Washington, so that's pretty good. There's a lot of schools. There's a lot more than 42 schools in the state of Washington. So being up in that top echelon, this is a tough team for St. Mary's. There's going to be a bucket and a foul. JJ, you're out a little stutter as he drives from the right side. Body contact, able to get the ball up and in, and he'll go to the free throw line. Dumars picks up his second. Marcus Speakman checks in. Sloper gets a breather. Year Out with the old-fashioned three-point play. Up and good. 24 points for Year Out. Maybe not enough time to get to 30 again, but that would be pretty impressive 2 nights for Year Out if he could. Hodges has it. Drives. Ball is lost out of bounds by the Scotties. Will Dumars ends up in the upper rows of the stands.
In for St. Mary's as a Gustav with Xavier Sloper.
Gustav comes in too. I got to see who came out. Marcus Speakman. Oop. Lumberjacks have the ball. Barta. Midcourt circle. He's going to drive. Swings it to Rib. Rib's going to have the shot blocked from behind. Lumberjacks will inbound from baseline. Year Out to Rib. That'll be deflected by the Scotties. Lumberjacks up by 20. And a timeout taken by Coach Chase. I think they're trying to figure out what timeout he wants. It's a full timeout with 1:16 to go in the game. St. Mary's with a 20-point lead at 70-50 over the Scotties. We'll be back.
St. Mary's Realty is a St. Mary's icon. Why? Because they are a team. They work for you. And they've been a team for many years. Whether you are buying your first home, looking for a recreational cabin, or selling your current home, St. Mary's Realty puts their team on it for you. So stop in or give them a call today at 245-4502 and let their team be your team. That's St. Mary's Realty at 726 Main Avenue, St. Mary's.
And we are back. What a ball game this has been. The Scotties battled back and gave St. Mary's a little bit of a run for their money in the third, early fourth, where the Scotties took a lead, but it was only a short-lived lead for Freeman as St. Mary's has stretched it back to a 20-point lead here late in the contest. Again, everybody off of the Lumberjacks, everybody that has been on the floor tonight for St. Mary's has scored. And even with a 20-point lead, I don't see Coach Chase putting in any of his younger guys at the moment, just because the Scotties are playing with a lot of aggression again. Still, that's nice inbound pass. Count the bucket and the foul as Brock Barta heads to the charity strike.
Fouls on Malachi Koss, his first.
Malachi Koss, his first action of the game. He'll foul Brock Barta. Or Jack Barta, and just as I say that, we've got trying to see who's came out of the game because I got too many on the floor. Who do I have off? X is in the back. I think it's Landon Ribrick is out at the moment. Jack Barta's free throw is up and good. And now I said that before the break. Coach Chase now is shuffling all of his younger guys in. Dickinson, Pugh, Barta, Brock Barta, Chatney, and Blackwell in for the Lumberjacks here in the last minute. Lumberjacks up 73-50. Nice underhanded layup by John Mendenhall. Lumberjacks with two 70-point games back-to-back and almost identical scores at the moment. Brock Barta going to work right side, kicks out to Pugh. Pugh from the elbow, shot up. It won't go for Rezer. And we get a rebound to Freeman. And then a jump ball, and the ball will stay with St. Mary's. Lumberjacks tie it up. The alternate possession goes to the Jacks with 39 seconds on the clock. Into that's not Dickinson. Number one is, it is Dickinson. Gonna have it back up to, Brock couldn't touch that ball again. I don't know exactly what happens there, but he couldn't pick it up. His teammate had to grab it for him, and instead he just touches it, and the ball goes over to the Scotties. Gonna get a three-pointer on the way. It's no good. Fight for the loose ball. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by St. Mary's, so the Scotties will keep possession with 18 on the clock. Gonna get it in. Three-pointer on the way. It is off the mark. Again, the Scotties with the rebound. Ball's gonna be, I think it was a shot by the Scotties. Rebound to Chatney. Dickinson, or that's not Dickinson. That is, Dickinson. He's going to take the three. It won't fall for him. Rebound goes to Scotties. Dickinson, I think, stole away at the last second, and that's how the game will come to an end. St. Mary's with the dominating victory, 73-52 over the Freeman Scotties. We'll take a break as we work on our paperwork and our stats, and we'll come back with our recap and our talk about it. Player of the game.
Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat, located next to Harvest Foods in St. Mary's. Open 24 hours, we have washers and dryers of all sizes to get your laundry done quickly. If you'd like to get your laundry done in less than 5 minutes, take advantage of our drop-off laundry service where we wash, dry, and fold it for you. While you do your laundry, be sure to take advantage of our touchless automatic car wash, which has that great undercarriage spray to get the grime off. Riverbend Car Wash and Laundromat can be found at riverbendbubbles.com or call 208-582-4844.
Whistle Stop Coffee and More has come a long way from the little shop on Railroad Avenue. How far? Not only did they upgrade their Railroad Avenue location, they added a second location. That second location for Whistle Stop Coffee and More is on 313 St. Joe River Road. Both locations offer tasty drinks of coffee, Red Bull, or Lotus Energy, and food options, from acai bowls to cookies and delicious bagel sandwiches. Whistle Stop Coffee and More is the perfect stop for a quick bite and a drink on your way to work or school. Whistle Stop Coffee and More in St. Mary's. Does your furry friend need a bath? Don't want to deal with the hassle and the mess from bathing your furry friend? Make an appointment with Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop today. Barks and Bubbles, located at 402 North 10th Street in St. Mary's, will have your furry friend looking and feeling like $1 million in no time. And guess what? No mess at home, no scratches, and no getting soaked from head to toe. Let Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop handle the work. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop also offers pet boarding. Call for an appointment today at 208-245-5755. That's 208-245-5755. Barks and Bubbles Groom Shop in St. Mary's. There's a new shop on Main Street in St. Mary's. It's a gift shop. It's a home decor shop. It's a jewelry shop. It's a shop of bare necessities. Bare Necessities Trading Company is located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's and has just about anything you could think of. From rocks and minerals to specialty foods, knives, and handcrafted soaps and lotions, there really is too much to list. So stop by at Bare Necessities Trading Company today and pick up a gift, something new for your house, or a cup of coffee. That's Bare Necessities Trading Company, located at 822 Main Avenue in St. Mary's. It's the 12 Deals of Christmas at the Country Fair on Main Street in St. Mary's. And the savings are big, like 40% off all Columbia and 40% off all camo. Whether you're starting or finishing your Christmas shopping, you'll find gifts, gear, and stocking stuffers for everyone on your list. Plus, tons of in-store specials you'll have to see to believe. Come check out the selection and the prices. You won't be disappointed. The Country Fair right on Main Street in St. Mary. When you gotta go, make sure you're good to go with St. Joe Potty Huts. From construction sites to community events, weddings to weekend gatherings, St. Joe Potty Huts keeps it clean, convenient, and odor-free. Local, dependable, and fast. Your restroom solution is just a call away at 208-245-4887. For clean units, quick delivery, and service you can count on, choose St. Joe Potty Huts, serving St. Mary's and the St. Joe Valley. Call 208-245-4887 and keep your event running smoothly.
And we are back as the Lumberjacks take the win 73-52 over the Freeman Scotties here at the Greg Larson tournament. And what a ball game it was. It was a heck of a battle. St. Mary's ends up with 4 players in double digits. Take a look at the team stats here, though. Let's see. Shooting first, 48% from two-point range for St. Mary's. Freeman was 64%. Three-point shooting, 31% for the Lumberjacks, 29% for the Scotties. Field goal percentage, 45% for the Lumberjacks, 39% for Freeman. Free throw percentage, 75% for St. Mary's, the Scotties 33%. Rebounds, St. Mary's 39, the Scotties 26. Fouls, 14 for the Lumberjacks, 17 for Freeman. Turnovers, 8 for St. Mary's, 10 for Freeman. Points off turnovers, St. Mary's had 6 points off of turnovers, the Scotties with 7. Points off the bench, St. Mary's 11 and Freeman with 6. St. Mary's did a good job on Olsen in the second half. He only scored an additional 7 points. He finishes with 19, team high for the Scotties tonight. 14 points for Maddox Hodges, 10 points for Logan Schultz, 4 points off the bench for Will Dumars, 2 points off the bench for Mika Hodges, and 2 points for John Mendenhall. For the Lumberjacks, we had 3 guys in double digits. J.J. Yearout ends up with 24 points on the night. I think they said 24 on the scoreboard when they announced the final points for everybody, but I'm not sure. Anyways, I have 24 for JJ, Ribrick with 14, Sloper with 13, 6 points for Isaiah, 6 points for Speakman, 5 points for Jack Barta, 3 points for Jackson Harold, and it looks like the final one is 2 points for Brock Barta. On the rebound side, Landon Ribrick with 10, 6 rebounds for Year Out, 8 for Isaiah. Those are the leading rebounders. Assists-wise, Barta, that's Jack with 2, Sloper with 2, and Year Out with 2. Steals, we have Year Out with 4, Barta with 3. They totaled the team 7 steals unofficially, and I think that's really about it as far as stats are concerned. And we'll go ahead and get into our Talk About It Player of the Game. So for tonight, we have a new Talk About It Player of the Game one more time. Sloper was last night. Xavier had a great night. Tonight, a great night for Landon Ribrick, as he will be the Talk About It Player of the Game with the double-double, 14 points and 10 rebounds. That's going to wrap it up for us here from Freeman High School. Lumberjack boys, I don't think, hit the court again until they host Kellogg on January the 6th. Lumberjack girls host Kellogg on Monday, and that'll be it, I think, for basketball action until the Christmas break is over. Once again, St. Mary's wins it 73-52 over the Freeman Scotties. St. Mary's gets 2 wins here at the tournament this year, and that's a good way to go into the Christmas break. Have a great weekend, a Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year. We'll see you back here, on Monday for some more basketball action, but that's going to do it here from Freeman High School.
You've been listening to another production of Lumberjack Sports on KOFE 1240 St. Mary's, your Lumberjack Sports Network. We thank you for tuning in and hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We also want to thank our Lumberjack Sports broadcast sponsors and hope you'll do the same. Without them, these broadcasts wouldn't be possible. Until next time, same as always, go Lumberjacks!